Hi, I'm Bridget Almas. I was raised as a Unitarian Universalist, and I've been a member of UU Schenectady since 2008. I joined when my daughters were young, and they both attended religious education here. While it was not right for one daughter, the other found a second family in this community and continues to be a part of it as a young adult, attending services remotely from across the world. The ability to attend church with her has been one of the small blessings of this past year. I have participated in many ways over the years, sometimes as an active volunteer as I am now, and sometimes when I could not be, just by coming to service, grateful that was here for me on Sunday mornings. I currently serve as Vice President on the Board of Trustees and as a member of the Strategy Advisory Committee. That summary, though, does not even begin to scratch the surface of my relationship to this congregation. My best friends and my partner are among the members of this community. When I joined, I knew almost nobody here. These relationships were born and nurtured here, and I cannot now imagine my life without them. My daughter found in the youth and adults of this community the support system that she needed to grow into the confident and courageous person she has become. I have over the years cried and laughed with and been inspired and uplifted by this community and our ministers. I've been urged into action against injustice and been held in comfort when action was not possible. I have been welcomed into leadership and been given the opportunity to share my voice and my story. I have learned and lived the meaning of community here. I pledge to support UUSS because it supports me. It did not start this way. At first, I pledged because I was supposed to, with no real understanding of what it meant or how to decide how much to pledge. It was an abstract obligation, and I dreaded the annual Stewardship Drive because of that. It's very concrete for me now. I love this community. I look forward to making this commitment. I understand that it is each of us that makes UUSS possible, and that if we do not support it, it cannot exist. And this year, this is more real to me than ever. I will never forget the first service we had over Zoom last March when the pandemic hit, when it seemed that the world was coming to an end and none of us knew what was ahead. But there were our beloved ministers, Reverend Lynn and Reverend Wendy, courageously leading worship in a way that they had never done before. And this community showing up to be there, connected from our homes, and my daughter overseas virtually holding my hand as we lit the chalice. Week after week, for a year now, we have worshiped this way. And some days it has been everything that I need it to be, and others not as much, but always there are our ministers caring for and guiding us, and Tim with members of our choir bringing us music, and Kristen making sure we are connecting and connected, and Robin reaching out to our youth, and Susan doing everything that she does to keep the wheels turning like always, and Helen and Ed making sure our building is cared for and waiting for us, even through a fire. In between the Sundays, members of the congregation continue to meet over Zoom in committees and teams and task forces, pushing forward, holding together. When everything else seems surreal and I wonder how things can continue, there is this constant, and I feel more connected to this community than ever before, and incredibly optimistic about its future. Because if we can do this, imagine what we can do when we are able to be together in person again. I am pledging $2,000 this year. This is more than I pledged last year and not the total amount I will give to support this congregation over the coming year. It is what I know I can commit to and deliver on. I understand that based upon our pledges, this congregation makes decisions and commitments that affect people's lives. So I need to be sure when I pledge that it is something I can afford. Approaching it this way allows me to make additional giving decisions throughout the year based upon how things are going for me at the time. When I can contribute to fundraisers and the Sunday collection. I will also continue to give of my time. I need this congregation to exist now and in the future, and I will do whatever I can to make sure that it does.